here we just have like a wireless charging pad for like the 200 series. So if you have this little indent in here, there will be this obviously like sticking on here like normally. Just get the trim tool in here, pop it up. It's got 2 little stick pads on it, it'll come out. Then there is a blank panel switch that is normally sitting in there. Now if you had this Sahara version, that would probably have a USB and auxiliary in it. It's just an extra spot for these same size up switches, so you probably never seen it because it sits under there. But that's where we're going to run our cables through. So I tuck the cables through down, and then I pulled off the cigarette here, and we just have a piggyback cable here that plugs into the cigarette. So obviously unplug the cigarette, so I plug in our so I piggyback to one side and plug it into the other. That's going to give your wireless charging port the power. Now to get all this off, if you put one of our head units in, you'll know how to do this. But on the side here, I will show you, there's just trim panel that comes off and 2 clips. You'll basically have to take that off because I do want to be able to pull out this cigarette part down here, which was in the bottom, to be able to get into that piggyback cord. Now you can see I've tucked the wire through here. I just used a little piece of steel, a coat hanger, and I grabbed it here over here, and then it comes up here, and I've just tucked it through this hole here, and you can see here it is here at the back. And then that was our one that is plugging into our piggyback on our cigarette lighter here. And you can see you just need to push this back in first, and then that will just sit down there. It just sits, so you can put a little bit of a double-sided tape on the bottom, which we will include in the kits, but it isn't going to go anywhere anyway. Just like that. And then always just turn the car on before you go too far and check you get some blue lights coming on in there, which tells you that it is working, and you can go and put it all back together. So to get into that bit, on each side of your car you got these bits, trim tool in here that will pop off. You've got a 10mm screw there that has to come out, and the very back here you got a black plastic clip. You've got to push the bottom in, the center in of it, and that'll come out like so, and that will pull off this part here now. And then to get it off, you just give it a few tugs towards you on the angle. So try to one hand like that, so that kind of angle towards me like that, and that's how that comes off, and that'll allow you to get your cigarette lighter power out there. And obviously there you have it, all back in now. Just check what sort of phone you have, if it does have a wireless charging capabilities, and we'll also have the measurements of this so you can see what size sort of phone fits in there. It's fine for the newer Samsungs and iPhones, but again, just in case you have a huge phone, just double check. But all in all, a pretty easy install to do, and that means once you have a wireless CarPlay, if you had one of our units, then you just put it in there, it can be charging at the same time. So there's your wireless charging there. Obviously you just put your phone down like so, and you can see it'll start charging up. So you can see that the charging comes on there. This is a Google Pixel. We've tested it with iPhones and Samsungs and whatnot, but you can just check the size of it to confirm.